Hello there guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today we're going to be looking at my absolute favourite mods that are going to enhance your Sims pregnancy. These are all mods for The Sims 4 and they are all completely free, but we're going to be looking at some of the ones that I feel like are must-haves for your game and ones that are just going to help you have a better experience with your Sims pregnancies. Okay, so the first mod we're going to be looking at is one that I'm sure a lot of you have already heard of before. It's a very popular mod, but in my opinion this is the best mod for like controlling your pregnancies and stuff, and for kind of like making your pregnancies better, or just to have more control over your Sims pregnancy in general. So this mod is actually MC Command, and I actually did a massive video where I spent like an hour talking you through the sort of different interactions with this mod and how everything works. So if you want to check that out, then check the description. I will put a link to that in there. But this is how it works for the pregnancy. So we're going to click on our sim and we're going to find the MC Command Center. So for our sim that we have now, we can now go into MC Pregnancy. Now with this we can just press for her to start pregnancy, and we can choose like any of the Sims basically that we want, but at the moment it's only coming up with these ones. So if we just like choose, we can choose one of those, or if you don't want the sim like the baby to have a father, or like whatever, like you don't want them to have like another parent, you just want the sim to produce a child of their own. I think this works for males and females. You can just cancel it off and it won't have like another parent, so just have one. We can also use this sort of like little feature here where we can choose how many of the babies, or if we want like 1 or 2 or 3 even, we can choose that here. So if I wanted to have triplets, I could choose like 3 female triplets and put 0 there. If you leave this blank, it will just randomly generate the amount that you can have. But with this, so we've just basically generated her 3 female triplets, and with this menu as well, it's really good because you can actually control everything from here. So you can change the partner that the pregnancy is with, you can actually just end the pregnancy, you can pause the pregnancy if you want like a more drawn out process. You don't want your sim to just be like really quickly having a baby. I mean, 3 days I think that the Sims pregnancies last in The Sims 4, so it's pretty quick for having a baby. So you could like make a more realistic sort of like drawn out process of your pregnancy and then just like phase it along as you want to, which is quite cool. As well as this, you can actually just directly change the amount of babies you want. You can change if you want them to be male or female, even though they're already pregnant. And you can actually just speed along the phase of pregnancy. So if I wanted her to be 3rd trimester, I just press on that. And look, she's already 3rd trimester with triplets. So that is really crazy. And also like the really good thing is as well, like with this, that like you could just immediately put them in labor. So if you wanted your sim to like have their baby right away, you can just do that too, and you can pretty much control every aspect of it from this menu, which is really nice. So I highly recommend this mod, and like I said, if you guys want to check out in detail kind of like more stuff that you can do with it, then feel free to check that video out on my channel. It's a very in-depth guide to MC Command. Another feature of MC Command is also going to be the sort of interaction where you can actually have your Sims become pregnant as teenagers. So this is going to be done more through like a computer, if I can find one on this lot to show you. This is going to go through here, so you can go onto the computer and just quickly press the MC command, and then we can press MC pregnancy. Now this is going to allow you to create like the option for teens to become pregnant, but as well as that, this is going to allow you to control a lot of other settings within the game. So this actually allows you to customize like not only your own pregnancy, but the pregnancies that go on throughout your world. Like I said, I've made a very in-depth video on this if you want to go and check that out. I'll just give you a brief overview where basically you can change like the ages of pregnancy that are available. So you can change this to like teen if you want, young adult, or elders if you want elders to be pregnant too. You can also have male pregnancy going on in your game. This is just for the entire game as well, by the way. As well as this, you can set like the maximum number of children you can have in a household, the chances of each baby being twins, or like a sim having triplets. You can set those chances. You can set the chances of woohoo, like just simple woohoo causing a pregnancy as well. And then you can also set for like the pet pregnancies as well, which is really interesting. You can do many things. Like I said, you can change the duration. I'm just going through as many as I can think of off the top of my head, but if you want an in-depth guide, remember to check out that video in the description. This also allows you to run like a pregnancy check basically on the population of your town, and this will allow you to have like Sims become randomly pregnant that aren't part of your household, which is really cool, because I really miss that progression from The Sims 3 where the Sims would become pregnant on their own and have their own lives basically. So you can control that all through this, which is really amazing. Okay, so this next mod we're going to be looking at is another really like quite simple mod to use, but this is going to be another sort of way that you can control your Sims pregnancies if you didn't want to download MC command, or if you if you just wanted a very simple mod to use. This one is actually by a creator called Scumbumbo, who unfortunately passed away, and the mod has been kept alive on Mod The Sims. But this mod I really think is good, and it's actually the mega pregnancy sort of mod. Is called pregnancy mega mod, maybe would be a better term, where basically you can now have like this little sort of menu on your sim, which is going to add a few different options. So here we can set the amount of babies that we want to be pregnant with, and if you click on like twins, it will give you the options here. So this is a lot of easy to use an MC command. We can also set the stage of pregnancy. As well as this, we can terminate the pregnancy if that is what you wish, or we can actually have a quick scan. Now, if I press scan, you're going to get this little thing come up in the corner, and it's going to tell you the gender of the babies, and how many there are. So that is really simple to use, and I definitely recommend this mod to anyone that's looking for something simple to use and just something that's going to add some more sort of interactions into your game. Another really good mod that's actually recently come out is it's a mod that is going to allow you to again sort of like control your Sim's pregnancy and how they feel about it, which I think is a really important thing too, because we never really see much in The Sims 4 on how our Sims actually feel about their pregnancies. So this is called the Woohoo Wellness mod, and this is going to allow you to have these are the things going on. So you can go to counselling for unwanted pregnancy. So with the case of our Sim here, she actually got this little moodlet which says that she has an unwanted pregnancy that she didn't expect, and she's not really sure what she should do about it. So with this sort of little menu that you get on the Sim, you can have a lot of other interactions. Basically, you can like terminate the pregnancy, you can go to counselling for the unwanted pregnancy, you can go to parenthood classes, you can define what their pregnancy wish is. So you can have it so that this each Sim has sort of like their own wishes when it comes to pregnancy. So this Sim could really want to be pregnant, and we can make that be the case, or we can have to be neutral against pregnancy, or just do not want it to be pregnancy. So if we make her happy to be pregnant, that will mean that basically she'll just feel a lot better about it. Another thing that I think that you can actually have as an interaction with this is also like the whether you want like a boy or a girl, and that is something that I've missed from The Sims. I think it was The Sims 3 that had that in it. So this is really nice. You can go to these will be like rabbit holes, but it's just nice to have those interactions as well. She is feeling super stressed out. So yeah, so that is a really useful little mod as well. That's going to add some more options for our Sims. Another mod that I really love for my pregnant Sims is actually the mod by Little Miss Sam, where it lets you go for an ultrasound scan. Now this one I sound like overly complex, but I really love this because in the game at the moment you don't really have that many interactions with pregnant Sims or like pregnancy in general. It just seems to be just sort of something that's happening. There's not really like any enjoyment or like any sort of build up to it. You just sort of like have a baby and then it's just like a piece of furniture for a bit. Like it's not really there. So I love this mod because it just adds a lot of realism, and I really like the thought of this. So what you're going to want to do in order to use this is you're going to go to your little phone menu and go on the travel symbol and press visit a gynecologist. Now she's going to go off lot she's going to go off lot, and she is going to pay $75 to go and visit her gynecologist for a little bit. And when she comes back, she should know the gender of the baby, how many babies there are, I think, and she should get like a little scan picture, which is my favourite feature about this mod. So she is very close to coming back and we will see it. So she has her ultrasound examination results in her inventory. So this is the ultrasound here. And this little thing that we find at a wall where I can show you. So this is the ultrasound scan. And this says that the patient above is pregnant with triplets. It will most likely be 3 girls. So here we go. And that little picture has 3 babies. How crazy is that? It's got an ultrasound picture of triplets, 3 little girls, and we can keep this forever. This is something that Sims can like really treasure, which I really like. And you can also create copies of it. You can name it as well, and it's just really fun because with this mod, I just feel like it just builds up a picture of a family, and you could have this in the baby's nursery or something. I just think it's a really nice little touch that this creator has thought about, and I really like it. I love it. It's so detailed, but it's so simple at the same time. I really like that. Another mod that I wanted to show you guys is actually another mod that I have done a very like in-depth go over. If you guys are looking for something like that, that will also be in the description below. This is the Slice of Life mod by Corey Stacey, and I absolutely love this mod. You guys, if you've seen any of my videos before, you will know that I love this mod so much because it just adds so much to the game, and it also adds like all these like little sort of like moodlets and stuff, and it just makes things feel more exciting and more real. It gives you like a memory system and everything. So with the Slice of Life mod, it's actually going to allow you to have several things going on. It isn't necessarily for pregnancy as such, but it actually gives you a period sort of system, so that your sim can have a cycle, which is really interesting. I'm not actually going to be able to show you because she's actually pregnant, but it comes up on the little moodlet bars, and it will basically tell you when your sim is on their period. They get mood swings and that sort of thing. And another thing you can actually do with this mod is take birth control, I believe. So if you were not pregnant, just for example, you could take certain pills which will stop you getting pregnant, which is really good as well if you want to just like control that side of pregnancy. I just really like the moodlets, especially. Like, we can't really see many of them at the moment. We can see that she did actually pee herself, and you can actually see there that she will remember this moment. But this adds more of this, so you get like more emotions going on, and I think that is a really important thing again, to make your Sims feel more lifelike, basically. And the last mod of all that I wanted to show you guys, now the triplets have been born, is actually a mod by a Sims resource creator, which allows you to not have a cot. This is going to seem like a really weird thing, but it's basically going to be so that if you were like to be using a custom crib, that you could actually customize like where you put the baby. So they're like floating in the air at the moment. This is very similar to like The Sims 2, except for The Sims 2 you could be able to place the baby on the floor. But I thought this was really cool because not all of us want to have the sort of like base baby crib things. I don't really like them, but it looks like, kind of like this baby's on the bed, like half hanging off. But this actually is going to allow you to sort of customize a little bit more where you want your babies to be. And I actually don't have any CC in my game at the moment, so I can't show you guys a custom crib, but it's basically for like the placement of the baby. I think we can move it with the build and buy sort of tool. So if I go into here and I press on her, I can actually place her on the bed. So I can have them all on this bed if I want to. Gotta figure out a way. There we go. So I can have them all on this bed. It lets you place them on like surfaces basically. So now they're all on the bed, all crying. But I really like this because it makes it feel a bit more real. Like your baby could be on the bed with you, or like if you're gonna go to sleep with them, or I think you can also place them downstairs. Let me just check where we can put them. So there's like, they go on like a lot of surfaces. Like they are objects after all. I can put it on the table. I can put him on the sofa if I want to. Like I can move my baby around, and then he's gonna float a little bit up in the air. Actually, they're girls. Yeah, they're girls. Sorry. They're gonna float a little bit in the air, but we can just move wherever we want her to be. So we can have her on the table. So like this is going to allow you to have like have your babies on changing tables and stuff. And obviously it's not going to be a perfect thing. They are floating, but at the end of the day, this is the closest we're going to get for a while, I think. I mean, we haven't really had any updates on realistic babies. Don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. So we may as well make the most of the mods that we've got, if that is something that you want to give a go. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found something that you like or something you haven't seen before, and I hope this helps you guys have a more interesting experience with your babies and your pregnancies. So if you guys like this video, then make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I make lots of videos to do with mods and other things to do with The Sims 4, so if you enjoy either of those things, then check out the rest of my channel. And I will see you guys all in my next video. You can find all the descriptions from the mods that are in the video in the description of my video. Hope that makes sense. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.